Hey guys, what's up, Alex here. Today we are here with the next episode of F1 2015 modded career mode on F1 2014. Basically using all of the F1 2015 mods I can find on Race Department and making it into a series. So far you guys have really enjoyed it and I really do appreciate that. And yeah, just thank you once again for the amazing support on the series. Always appreciated. Anyway, next race on my mini season is Canada. A track I'm actually alright at, so I was hoping for a really good result here today, but I decided to challenge myself and start near the back of the grid, or start in last place as I did in the last round in Bahrain. And I know a lot of people are probably wondering, why am I doing that? Well, it's basically to give me a challenge, to make it a bit more of an enjoyable series to watch, because sometimes starting near the front of the grid is alright, but a lot of the time you get into the lead and it's kind of boring just defending from the AI. So for this, I thought it would be a bit more exciting. But anyway, the lights are out and away we go here in Canada for the next round of the season. Maldonado gets a bad start, so do both the Saubers, looking down the middle of them and making it up into 15th. No, because Nasser breaks extremely late around the outside and manages to keep his position. He also gains a couple of positions looking to the inside here and manages to get alongside, well, he nearly got alongside Button, but we go around the outside there of Nasser now. And now Button with his pink helmet is the next person in front of us here, trying to go side by side with him, but that didn't really work out and we don't manage to get past him. But we look to the inside here as Hulkenberg, Verstappen and even Alonso are going quite slow there, so we managed to sort of force our way into 11th place there, and now up behind Fernando Alonso, who's quite far down the order there in 10th place. Button's outside the top 10 as well. He is in, was that 14th, 13th, 14th place, and neither of the McLarens are having good races, and that's not too good for them at all. But I'm not too sure what's happened there. If you look on the minimap, the guys behind me have sort of slowed up quite a bit. Not too sure what's happened to them. Maybe one of them's crashed into the wall or something. But anyway, Alonso is the next person ahead, as I said, and we make a slight mistake there, running a bit wide over the grass. Getting a little bit of grass on our tyres won't be helping us out at all down this main straight, and especially into the braking point at the end, because we need as much grip as possible. Decelerating this fast, over 200 miles an hour here, braking to what, about 90 miles an hour there, so we definitely need to make sure there's no grass on the tyres for the rest of the race here. But now Alonso, we're going to look to the inside, to the outside. I was thinking, where do we go here? But thinking, not really the greatest place to overtake here, as we saw with Massa and Perez in real life. Not a great place to overtake turn 1, unless you have got a much faster car and the other guy's letting you through. But apart from that, it's not a great place to overtake. But Alonso not seeming to be very easy to overtake here. It's already been a lap here, been behind him. So we're going to look to the inside here. We had a great run and a Ricciardo-esque move down the inside of Alonso to get into the top 10. And now that is points. So that's good. But to want to win this championship, we're not going to be able to just finish in 10th place here. We need to get on the podium pretty much every race to have any sort of chance of winning this championship, which is my aim in this mini-series here, is to win the championship. And especially as it cuts out a lot of the tracks that I'm actually not very good at, it means that I have a good chance of actually possibly winning this championship. See the Toro Rosso there currently in 7th place. I think it might be Sainz. He's having a great race here. But anyway, we're right up behind Perez here. Obviously he's got a Mercedes engine there, so he's probably quite fast in a straight line. I'm looking to the outside here. He's doing a bit of weaving in a straight line, which isn't too good for him. And yeah, Sainz sort of made us brake there, and I was like, what do we do here? So I was like, instead of causing an accident or something, just back out of it and stay in the position we were currently in. So that's alright, but obviously it was a place we probably could have got past Perez there, but I'd rather stay in 10th and not be involved in a crash than be 8th and not have a front wing or something like that. So look around the outside of Perez, not really a gap there. Nearly squeezes me into the wall there, but we managed to keep the position and actually managed to go down the inside of, not Sainz, down the inside of Perez and managed to get 9th place there. I think a pretty decent move considering Perez nearly put us in the wall the corner before. Now, Sainz Jr., he's quite far up the order in his Toro Rosso. I wouldn't actually expect him to be that far up. And I've actually got an updated livery for the Toro Rosso coming in a couple of episodes time, so watch out for that. And also, for everyone wondering, I am actually going to be installing for the next episode a realistic damage mod and AI mistakes mod, so I'm sure you'll like that a lot more than currently like this, and I might install it to my other career mode series as well. But anyway, nice move down the inside of Sainz. Not really much going on there, as he sort of really didn't defend and managed to stay in a decent place here. So as I was saying about the next race, there will be realistic damage and more AI mistakes, which should mean that AI get involved in accidents by themselves and stuff like that, which should make it a bit more interesting for you guys to watch than just seeing AI just going around like a train going on the rails around every single lap. So hopefully it should be a bit more exciting, and hopefully it's a bit better than these races, because all of the AI and everything should make it a lot more interesting. And Kvyat very slow on the inside of the turn there, and Vettel managed to get around the outside of him there, and we managed to get nearly past Vettel as well. Rosberg, I think, currently leading this race, putting in some really good lap times there, a little bit faster than us. And really need to get past Vettel here to have much of a chance of going for the lead, because you can see the guys at the front are getting a decent gap now. The front two are putting out a bit of a gap, and I get past Vettel there quite nicely, and he nearly goes past me, but we managed to defend from that and keep our position here once again. So Ricciardo now is the person in front of us. We all know from 2014 experience that Ricciardo is a very fast driver who knows what to do. And I think that's programmed into the game ever so slightly as well, because he seems to be doing very well in this race as well. And obviously Ricciardo won the Canadian Grand Prix in real life, so he's programmed to be pretty decent around here. But looks like he's got a Williams, I guess both the Williams and both the Mercedes in front of him, I think. I could be wrong, we'll see obviously a little bit later on, but it looks like at the moment he has got those in front of him. But look at this, how slow Ricciardo is in a straight line. I mean, pretty much just breezed past, but he lifts off the brake and then he goes side by side with us through that final turn. That didn't really work out, and so we managed to get the position from him. Now, Bottas is the next car on our list, and we're going to be able to go around the outside. It's quite close there. Bottas nearly puts us in the wall, but we managed to keep the position, go around the outside. Also got the fastest lap on that last lap of the race, and yeah, good stuff there with a decent lap time there of 1:16.990. Now, pit stop time, and it looks like, as I said, it was the two Williams and the two Mercedes in front of Ricciardo there, and it looks like, I think, Williams of Massa was in the pit lane, as well as I think it might be Hamilton in the pit lane as well. We'll see in a second, I'm sure, but you can see a couple of cars haven't actually stopped. I'm assuming they're on a different strategy, or maybe just going for one extra lap. But at the moment, we're going to come out in 9th place here. Kvyat, I think it's going to come out. Oh no, it's Button actually. It's going to come out behind us here. Looks like he's in the. Actually, no, he's gone round. So looks like Button's already stopped, and he won't be that far behind. Anyway, after all the pit stops have played out, we are in 4th place, right behind Massa, and you can see visually, I think that's Hamilton in front there. We're not that far behind him. Now I'm just trying to get a bit of dirt off our tyres here because I went on the grass, and make a slight mistake here going over the curves, and I get a penalty. No, that's not what I wanted whatsoever. I'm sure that's to do with me weaving and just not really concentrating on braking point, and I sort of just floored it as soon as I went over the corner. And I've had a couple of corner cuts before in this race, which obviously just edited out because you don't need to see me corner cutting, but yeah, not good at all corner cutting. And now it means that I need to get past Massa ASAP and get past Hamilton as quickly as possible as well. But it doesn't look like it's going to be too easy because Massa's quite fast in a straight line here. But we get the DRS activated on Massa. We're going to manage to get past him down to turn 1. It's quite risky. This is what happened in real life with Massa and Perez, but we managed to get through and up into 3rd place there. Rosberg, what a lead he's got. You can't even see him on the mini-map here. Well, you couldn't back then, but as we got to the last lap of the race, you can. And we're right behind Hamilton here. The action didn't really take off. I was sort of following Hamilton for a couple of laps here, but this is where the action really took off. I sort of dived down the inside here, but it didn't really work out. Hamilton a bit too deep into the turn, and we managed to get past Hamilton up into 2nd place, but we have that 10-second penalty, which is going to be hanging over us at the end of this race, so we'll see how that works out. But Rosberg, I think, encountering some lap traffic here. He had no pressure at all throughout the whole sort of second half of this race, so really he was just making sure he brought it home with a good result, and that would end up with a win for him, and I think we'll take him to the top of the leaderboard. We'll see in a minute, but you can see the sky's quite dull, aren't they? Quite grey, and I was like, is it going to be rain in this race? It was like the whole race I was thinking, is it going to rain, is it going to rain? But it never actually ended up raining, even though it looked like it would. But I was expecting that, as I said, so I was sort of always thinking that we might be able to get one over on the AI and maybe do a pit stop less or something, but that didn't ever work out for us here. And you can see we've actually got the Sauber in front of us here. I think this might be Ericsson in front of us here. We'll see you as we go around the final corner. And he's going very slowly. I don't know how he's managed to go a lap down here. Yeah, it's Ericsson. And we go across the start-finish line there to finish in 2nd place. But we'll see in a second here when the graphic comes up there. We're finishing 4th place behind Hamilton. and also behind Massa in the end there. So not the greatest race in the world for points, but at the end of the day, I tried my best. I made a bit of a mistake over the curbs, and yeah, as I say in a lot of these videos, you got to learn from the small mistakes you make in these races and take them forward and hopefully do better races in the future. My teammate Vettel managed to finish in 6th place there, so that's alright. And look at that, look, the championship couldn't be much closer, could it? Rosberg is in 2nd place on the same amount of points as me, so 0 points gap there, but I guess I've had better results, so that's why I'm ahead. Hamilton 2 points back, and even Bottas is 23 points back, so he's within a race win of the championship lead currently. My team at Vettel down there in 6th place on 23 points. But that is it for this episode, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it and comment down below about what you did. And yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. And yeah, it's been Alex out here. Goodbye.